Okay, hey. So I am just about halfway through pregnancy. I am about 5.5 months, 22 weeks tomorrow. Getting really big, feeling a lot of shift in the pelvis, a lot of exhaustion. Not the kind of exhaustion I felt in the first trimester, but more so just doing any activity. I'm just exhausted after I do it, just because there's a lot of extra weight, there's a lot of extra expanding happening in the body. I can feel the growing, skin's getting itchy, all of those symptoms, everything's happening. So today we're gonna flow, we're gonna move, we're gonna be mindful of the weight that we're carrying, we're gonna be gentle with our body, but still get that heart rate up. And again, modify any way you need. I'm gonna use blocks. I find flowing with the blocks, especially stepping forward and back, using that extra height, are really giving me the space I need for belly. So I'm gonna use those blocks pretty much the whole time to do that, but you don't have to. You can if you want to. If it feels safe and comfy for you, by all means do it. Otherwise, know that the blocks are there just to help you. So that's it. So we're just going to start kneeling if that's comfortable to you. Legs crossed if it's not. We're just going to find a nice place to settle down and breathe. So get yourself situated right away. Belly wants to drop into the thighs, so pull your hip bones up. Draw that belly button in just a bit so you're sitting really tall. Give your shoulders a few rolls if they need. Let's get this guy started. So we're on our timer. You can move the neck around a little, maybe open and close the jaw. Roll out the wrists and then just settle. Keep feeling hip bones going up towards ribs, ribs settling down. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Out of your mouth, big sigh. Sit up just a little bit taller. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Seal your lips, breath in. Nice and soft, focus through your nose, breathe out. Good, let's do one more like that today. Lengthen behind your neck just a bit more, as tall as you can get, breath in. Let everything slow down as you breathe out through the nose. Good, go ahead and blink your eyes open if they aren't already. Come to all fours, you'll shift forward. Hands go right underneath your shoulders, right away, that shoulder width distance. Knees are hip width distance. Take a moment if you need to stretch the backs of your legs, especially if you were kneeling, you might need to give them a little stretch, little movement. Good, some gentle cat-cows, getting the spine to move. So drop some weight through the legs, through the hands. Weight's gonna move towards the fingertips. Pick those hip bones forward, pull that belly up. Inhale, eyes high, chest wide. Exhale, cat, dive into yourself. Again, at this rate, it's probably mostly an upper back rounding, but as much as you can get throughout that spine, go for it. Inhale, cow, wide chest, pull the wrist back. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Good, exhale, cat. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Perfect, nice strong all fours. Weight into the fingertips, so instead of back in the wrists, we're shifted forward. Pull the hip bones forward, the gaze forward, the chest wide. You can stay here and just breathe for 3 breaths, or if you want more, flip the toes, lift the knees, just for 3. Push into the fingertips, just for 2. Good, 1, downward facing dog, hips go high. Move around as much as you need. Let the legs open, the head shake. I like to shift weight back and forth. Definitely have to step wider right now for baby, for belly, so step as wide as you need. Good, you're just hanging out, letting the body open, learning what it's doing today. And then settle yourself in. Again, heels don't have to be on the ground. Slight bend in the knees and then pull those ribs into the back, right? We're not letting them sag down. Pull your spine. Squeeze your elbows in. Big breath in. Big breath out. Press through the fingertips. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Inhale, look forward, big bend into the knees. Waddle all the way up towards the top of your mat. I'm going to step wider than my mat. For me right now, bending over does not feel so great because of baby and belly. So as wide as you need to go, that's where you're going to go. So either feet are hip width or they are wider. You're going to shift around side to side, forward and back. If you have blocks, it might feel nice just to rest your arms on your blocks. Really, this is for you, so anything goes here. Stretching, moving, letting the head just really drop heavy wherever it is. Good.
Wiggle the feet back towards hip width distance. So for me, they're not going to quite go all the way there, but they are going to step onto my mat. You're going to find a halfway lift. So fingers on blocks, shins or thighs. Halfway lift. Weight shifts forward towards your toes. Heels are light, but knees can stay bent. And get really long. So push through your butt bones, lengthen through your chest. Big breath in here. Exhale, fold forward and down. Leave space for that belly if you need it. Inhale, half lift again. Butt bones back, heart way forward, belly up, up, up. Fold forward and down. Last one, inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders back, exhale, fold forward and down. Good, right from here, we're gonna go into a chair pose. So drop the weight through your heels now. Bend your knees as deep as they go, drop that butt, lift your arms up, scoop them up. So for me now, I'm gonna step into that hip width distance. So if you need to adjust, go for it. Close the ribs in, mine are poking out, so I'm gonna zip them towards each other so the tailbone can drop down towards the ground. So I'm actually on a diagonal. I'm not pressing through the chest, right? There's energy through the heart moving forward, but I'm not pushing my chest forward. Good, breath in. Breath out, sit deeper. Breath in. Breath out, sit deeper. Good. Push into your heels, stand all the way up, gaze up to the sky, just stand up tall. Drive your shoulders down your back. Big breath in. Drop the ribs again, breathe out. Lift the heart a little bit higher. Maybe it's even a back bend now. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Last one. Pick those hip bones up. Breath in. Widen the feet as much as you need. Exhale, fold forward and down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands on the ground or on your blocks. Step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Push through the heels, radiate through the chest. So we're not rounding, we're getting wider. Drag your hip bones forward. Shift to the tips of your toes. Knees go down if you want. For me, they certainly are going to, or you can stay in your plank. You're gonna lower to a low plank, elbows bend. Not doming, chest forward, hip bones forward. Lift up, all the way back to that high plank if you aren't already there. Downward facing dog. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. So again, hands can be on the ground here. You don't need the blocks, I like them. Breathe in. Tuck those ribs in as you breathe out. Last one, breath in. Look forward, bend your knees, step up. We're gonna add on to that. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Find your feet underneath you, sit into your heels, bend your knees, chair pose. Sit down deeper as you breathe out. Good, breathe in. This time, airplane your arms, breathe out. Roll your shoulders back. Temptation is to round, keep that heart lifted, drag the butt bones down. Lots of burning in the outer thighs, that's what you want. Breath in. Breath out. Good, keep the ribs down, just drop the butt bones, lift the head, stand all the way up. Breathe in, gaze up. Just like before, exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Blocks are there if you need. Step back, high plank. Step back with the other foot, the one that feels funny. Shift forward, knees down or not. Low plank, chest wide. Inhale, back up, all the way up. Exhale, downward. Breath in. Breath out. Tuck those ribs. Breath in, chin down. Breath out, soft knees, step forward. Here we go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Chair pose, sit down. Inhale. Good. Adding on again. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, this time arms come to heart center. Shift forward, just lift the left leg up. Really hard to balance, settle the hips. Gaze forward, keep the heart lifted. Now inhale, stand up on one leg. Really rocky, really balancing here. So push into the palms, settle your hip. Breath in. Breath out, left foot steps down, arms come up. Breathe in, gaze up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Breathe in. Shift and lower. Inhale, lift, belly up, up, up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, look forward, soft knees move. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chair, here you go, sit it down. Airplane the arms, chest wide.
Stay low, hands hard. Shift, right foot comes up. So settle the hips. Whoo, the side's rocky. Breath in, stand all the way up. Right knee comes up in space, right hip settles down. Breathe out. One more round. Right foot steps down, hip width, arms go up. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold, forward and down. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, step back, high plank. This is just a version of a chaturanga. If you want to skip it, you go right into a down dog. Knees down, lower halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Right? So always an option to skip anything. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here we go. Inhale, gaze forward. Soft knees, waddle up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair sit. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, hands to heart center. Shift to the right foot, left foot comes up. Breathe out, sit deeper. Inhale, stand up. Good. Pull everything forward and up. This time you're going to step back into a warrior one. So left leg is going to guide you back. Toes will land first, and you want to be able to comfortably drop the heel down. So heel's going to come in just slightly. So the left toes are pointed in the same direction as that left front corner of your mat. Feet are on different tracks. They're not stacked, they're wide. Arms are going to swoop up or stay at heart center. What I want you to do is press into the pinky toe side of your left foot, pull your left hip bone forward, and now drag your hip bones up, right? So we're not hanging out, right? Baby is not dumping out of us. We're pulling it up, 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 up. Good. Arms are either up or hands are heart center. Shoulders down, long behind the neck. Breath in, step through both feet. Breath out. Right knee is bent, a little or a lot. Left leg is the straight, strong one. Inhale, start to gaze up. Shoulders are going to pull down, heart's going to lift higher. So again, arms can be up or at heart center, whatever feels good to you. Keep pushing into your left foot, keep bending into your right knee. Lift your heart higher just for 3. Just for 2. 1, inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, hinge forward, move the leg out of the way if you need. All the way down to high plank. Shift and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, downward. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, gaze. Breath out, soften and step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, chair sit. Exhale, airplane. Hands to heart. Shift and lift. Sit deeper. Breathe out. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, settle. One more inhale. Exhale, step all the way back. So take your time. Bend that left knee. Put the right foot down. Settle the heel. And again, heel falls in slightly. Strong through the right leg. Belly has shifted down, right? I'm dumping the baby down right now. So I'm going to pull my hip bones up. Unsass my left hip. Really lift and lengthen. So tailbone goes from pointing backwards to straight down. My hands will stay at heart center. My shoulder's a little tender today, and I'm going to roll my shoulders out of the way. Zip those ribs in. You're pushing into your right foot as much as you're pressing through your left foot, right? It's not totally lifted and straight. There's a lot of energy moving forward, down and up. Big breath in. Step into that right foot, breath out. Good. Gaze, heart are going to lift up, throat's going to open, shoulders drag down your back. The more you step into your feet, the more you can puff your heart towards the sky. Keep pulling your hip bones forward to go up, right? Not letting them settle back, forward to go up. It's like a circle, whoosh, just like the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Step into your feet. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, come all the way down. Low lunge leg shape. Step into that high plank. Breath in. Shift and lower. Back up. Down dog. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here we go. Biggest add-on we're doing. Inhale, gaze forward. Soft knees. Step up there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, chair. Here we go. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, left leg lifts. Hands heart. Exhale, settle. Inhale, stand all the way up. Right away, exhale, step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms upward, heart center. Exhale, settle into it. Step through your feet. Inhale, heart high and wide. Exhale, melt back. Inhale, come back to neutral. Listen. Exhale, spin open, warrior two. So you're gonna have to rearrange your feet. Mine have to step way wider. Let that happen. Settle, hip bones, butt bones down. So hip bones are gonna come up, settle through, push into your feet, radiate your heart. Gaze can go any degree or sideways, whatever feels good to you. Settle those ribs. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Step into your right foot, both legs straight in reverse triangle. Lift your kneecaps up. Left arm falls back, right arm floats up to the sky. So we're not sinking into our hips. We keep lifting the right hip up to draw the left hip forward. Not too much, right? It's just the upper body that's bending here. Let the right side ribs open, right shoulder settle. Gaze goes anywhere that feels good to you, but step into those feet. Push, 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 push. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, we're going to find triangle trikonasana. So you're going to lift up, tee out your arms. This one's a little tricky. So if you want, left hand on your left hip bone. I like to keep my fingers straight. You're going to guide your hip bone towards the left corner of your mat and send your right hip bone back, right? So now my hip bones are on a nice diagonal. I like a block for support. So I'm going to grab that underneath my right hand, put it inside my foot or outside. You also have your shin to use, right? So now that we've settled the hip, left hip forward, right hip is cutting back in space. Gentle bend through the right knee. You're going to settle yourself down. How low you go does not matter. Block is going to allow you to go a little bit lower and breathe a little bit deeper. Keep thinking, right hip moving back in space, left hip rolling down, and then don't forget about that belly. Pull your hip bones up, right? We're not sinking and spreading. That feels pretty awful. We're pulling everything in, lengthening. You can look down, you can look up, you can look wherever feels good to you. Gentle bend through the right knee always. Tuck those ribs in, just for 3. Just for 2. Left palm's gonna flip. You're gonna reach over your ear, but drop that shoulder down. Step into your feet, keep cutting your hips back. Now gentle bend through your right knee. You're gonna roll yourself around. I like to take blocks with me. Hands are gonna land on the ground, so your option is just to kind of hang down here. Soft bend through the knees and weight is forward. I'm gonna use those blocks and my forearms to keep my body a little bit longer rather than sinking, just because the space feels really nice to me. So that's up to you. Breathe. 2 more deep rounds of breath. Let everything slow. Good. Perfect. Inhale, you're going to find a half lift. So on your blocks, you're going to be probably way higher than you would be on the ground. Or on the ground, you might have to spider tip and bend your knees quite a bit. So whatever feels good to you, that's where you're going to be. Tuck those ribs, reach through your head. Soften both knees. You're going to walk around to the front of your mat. Find a low lunge. Good. From there, I want you to settle your back knee down. You're going to take your right foot and walk it all the way over to the left edge of your mat till the shin is pretty much parallel with the front. And then you're going to lay yourself down on the right side and let that left knee open up. So we're going for our 90-90 again. If you have a half pigeon, you're welcome to head into that as well. So we are looking for, hair's falling out everywhere here. Left knee in line with left hip, so mine needs to move up a little bit. Right ankle, right knee in one line. Right thigh is parallel with the mat. I'm going to shift so my hips are facing forward. If sitting upright feels like enough, that's where you're going to stay. I feel it a lot more in my groin here, but I want to get in the outside of the right hip. So I'm going to use my blocks to melt myself forward. If you don't have blocks, you can come down to your fingers. You can come down to your forearms, whatever feels good. And if baby needs some room, I kind of give it a little tuck in and then settle in from there. Good. So you have some time here. A couple rounds of breath. Just let your eyes close. Clearly fix your hair if that's what you need to do. And this is a time to let everything else in the body really let go. So you probably feel the most sensation in the outside of the right hip or maybe the left inner groin. Both are normal and fine. Let the belly really hang. Maybe the eyes close. Perhaps the head can rest on something. If you need more sensation, you can flex through that right foot or maybe walk the body weight a little more right, a little more left.
One last round in. One last round out. Good. Inhale, lift yourself up. You're going to wiggle yourself out of this by pulling your right leg in, coming back to all fours, and then right away stepping back to down dog. We have one more side, and then we are done with it. Here we go. Inhale, gaze forward. Tuck the ribs, bend the knees, waddle forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair sit. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, arms, heart, right leg lifts. Exhale, sit, really feel that energy. Inhale, stand all the way up, settle the right hip. Exhale, right away, back and down, warrior one. Inhale, settle into it. Exhale, shoulders soft. Inhale, gaze up again. Hands can be at heart center if that feels better. Breathe out, go a little deeper. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, start to spin open, warrior two. Back foot's probably gonna have to open way up. I know mine does. And then you need to cut that right hip forward and pull your hip bones up. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Again. Breath in. Breath out. Straighten both legs. Kneecaps lift up. Left hip cuts up, so right hip can cut forward. Reverse triangle. Strong in the legs. They like to get saggy here. I want them stronger. Breathe through the left rib cage. Settle the left shoulder. Gaze goes anywhere that feels strong to you. Keep activating that abdomen. Lift that baby up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms come parallel. Right hand can go on your right hip. You're going to spin it at a diagonal. Left hip cuts back. You're going to reach forward and down. Definite bend in the left knee. I know I need it. A little or a lot. And then arms tilt up. So if it's all in one movement, we've gone from straight to center to tilting and moving, left knee bending to help us get down there. Block there for extra support, or you're using your shin. Maybe you can even reach the ground. Great. Take your gaze wherever makes your neck happy. Gentle bend throughout the left knee. Tuck the ribs in, right? We're not splaying and overreaching. We're reaching straight up, pressing butt bones straight back. One more. Breath in. Breath out. Keep a lot of space in your shoulder. Right palm flips. Reach through the ear. Shoulder drops down. One more inhale. Bend the knee. Settle yourself around and down. Good. Again, blocks are there if you need them. If you're feeling more open, maybe a block just underneath the forehead might feel really nice. Maybe you're way up high and knees are bent for support. Maybe you want to grab your feet, your legs. Really, anything goes here. Whatever feels supportive to you is where you want to be. It's a deep back of the leg stretch, but bend those knees as much as you need to offer yourself that support. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, blocks are there, fingertips. Bend the knees as much as you need to keep the chest wide. Tuck the ribs. Fold soft knees, walk all the way around. Low lunge, you're going to settle your right knee down. Left foot is going to toe heel itself all the way over to the right side of your mat. You're going to lay forward on the outer edge of your shin. Sit yourself back and down as you open the right knee up. Finding our 90-90 again. Blocks wherever you need them to be. Baby can adjust. Maybe you stay lifted. Maybe you fold forward. Really nice workout today. Let everything slow down. This is the last little bit. Two more rounds. Good. Gently roll yourself all the way up. From here, blocks are going to shift out of the way. You're just going to move the weight to the left, swing both legs around. So you have long legs in front of you. Again, as wide as they need to be to make space if you've got a baby going there. Move the butt cheeks out of the way. Strong legs, bent knees if you need, lift up. Two peace fingers, grab your big toes. So if you need to bend your knees a lot, do it. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bend your elbows and pull. Keep the chest wide and then just start to walk the heels forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. On this one, you're going to let everything go. So legs can flop open. Head can drop. Arms can drop. Settle yourself down. Just slow it down. Breath in. Weight through the butt bones. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Gently roll all the way up to a seat. I'm going to pull my feet to touch like a butterfly shape. You find a seat that feels comfortable to you. Hands will rest on shins or thighs. Sit up really tall. Be careful you're not puffing the ribs. Lengthen the back of the neck. Breath in. Big sigh. Let all that go. Seal your lips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands to heart center. One more. Inhale. Chin to chest. Exhale. Slow down. Thank yourself for the work you just put in. That was a tough one. Really, really nice job. Lots of legs, lots of heart going up, playing with balancing, moving a little bit faster sometimes than we normally do. It was great. It was great for you. I hope you feel good, and I will see you later. Bye.